Dan Radabau's pass to Ryan McDaniel fell incomplete in the end zone as the final horse sounded as the Philadelphia Soul fell to the Tampa Bay Storm 56-49 on Saturday. Tonight, we'll talk to wide receiver Ryan McDaniel and Temple alum Wayne Tribute about the game. Jaws will be back to talk some football, and we'll have Vinny the Crumb, and I'll have my own thoughts on the Triple Crown. I'm Rhea Hughes. The Soul Insider, presented by Foods Galore, is next. A 49-34 lead heading into the fourth quarter, but they were outscored 22-0 in that final quarter. Here's what happened in the game.
The Soul would score first, and Derrick Ross would end the night with the most rushing touchdowns in a career in AFL history. But on the next series, James Harrell steps in front of a Dan Radabau pass to take the lead, 14-7 Tampa in the first. In the second, and now with the lead at 35-27, Coach Clint Dozzell tries an onside kick with under 2 minutes to go, and under the pile, the Soul get the ball. But on fourth and goal at the Storm 1, Ross is stopped. The chance to go up 2 scores lost. Philly, at the half, leads 35-27. That's negated on the first possession of the second half. Randy Hippert finds Amari Jackson, who breaks free on the boards and goes 40 yards to make it Soul 35, Tampa 34. A Ross score and a fourth down stop give the Soul a chance to get that 2-score lead, and they do, and Radabau hits Ryan McDaniel. 49-34 Soul in control as they head to the fourth. And then strange things begin to happen. Like a Hippert pass high up off the netting is caught by Joe Hills. That's a Tampa touchdown. 49-42 Soul. The Soul get a big turnover. Rayshon Kaiser picks off Hippert deep in the Soul end zone. But they cannot convert. A short field goal is wide left. And Harrell gets good yardage on the return as well. That set up Hippert for a touchdown toss to Joe Hills. Tie game now at 49. Final minute, fourth down. The Soul can take the lead here from the Storm 5. But Radabau is sacked for just the third time all year. Tampa takes over. 54 seconds remain. On their second play, Hippert finds T.T. Tolliver for the go-ahead score. With 46 seconds left, Tampa 56, Soul 49, with 22 unanswered fourth-quarter points. The Soul are at the Tampa 11 now. Fourth down, 4 seconds left, the last play. But Radabau's touch pass is a touch too long for McDaniel. Tampa comes back to beat the Soul 56-49.
Joining us now is Soul President Ron Jaworski. Jaws, a couple of things about arena football. Was it always intended to be a passing league?
Oh, absolutely. When Jim Foster, the founder of the Arena Football League, designed the game on a placemat in a restaurant, it was all about offense. It was all about the passing game. It was all about the rules to afford the quarterback the ability and time to throw the football, to allow receivers to get open downfield. Clearly, Jim Foster designed the game that was all about offense and all about scoring.
Jaws, what's the idea behind the linebacker rules in the AFL? Can you explain the rules and the results of those rules?
Yeah, they're really pretty simple what your linebackers can do. In the Arena Football League, there are only 8 players on the field. You have 3 down linemen, 2 linebackers, and 3 defensive backs. One linebacker is able to blitz or he can drop into coverage. However, there are limitations on where he can drop. The linebacker can go wall to wall or sideline to sideline, as we say in the Arena Football League, but he can only drop back 5 yards. So that leaves 3 secondary players with a lot of space to cover. Only one linebacker can blitz, and the linebacker that does not blitz can only go 5 yards deep in his coverage. So that opens up the game. It opens up voids in the secondary. If the quarterback gets time, he puts up big yardage numbers.
Hey, Jaws, in Derrick Ross, the Soul seem to have the only real running back, and a great one at that, in the AFL. Why don't more teams do that?
Well, we have an outstanding running back in Derrick Ross, who has more rushing yards than any player in the history of the Arena Football League. And our head coach, Clint Dozel, believes you have to have some balance on offense with the running game. Much different than the National Football League. It's a negative numbers game to run the football in the Arena Football League. In other words, you have 3 offensive linemen, a center, a guard, and a tackle. The defense basically has 5 players in the box, so the numbers benefit the defense. Their 3 down linemen and 2 linebackers outnumber your 3 offensive linemen. So the numbers really don't match up for a running game that wants to run the ball on a consistent level. But it does set up for allowing one defender to run upfield and run behind him because the numbers just don't work for the offense. And if you have a running back like Derrick Ross, he can make people miss.
All right, Jaws, do you have any personal thoughts about the Arena game as it is today? And is there anything you'd like to see changed as far as the rules go?
Yeah, for years I served on the competition committee, which helped develop the rules of arena football, and I'm very happy where the league is right now as far as our rules. There's enough offense and there's just enough defense, and I like the fact that we are now a platoon system where you have offensive players and defensive players. I think the quality of play clearly has gotten better when you go back to maybe 04 and 05 when some players had to use the old Iron Man philosophy and play both ways, and I think it's certainly helped in this regard. Players are playing less snaps, so they play longer and they don't get hurt as often. So I like where the league is with the rules right now.
As always, Jaws, thanks for joining us on Soul Insider.
Thanks, Rhea.
Soul returned to the Wells Fargo Center on Saturday, June 14th at 6:05 p.m. as the Soul battle in-state and division rival, the Pittsburgh Power. It's also Zumba night, and the first 3,000 fans receive a Soul water bottle. Find out how you can be a part of Philadelphia's largest Zumba class by calling 888-789-SOUL or go to philadelphiasoul.com. After the break, we'll talk to Ryan McDaniel and Wayne Tribute when we return to the Soul Insider, presented by Foods Galore.
The Soul Insider, presented by Foods Galore, is sponsored by Pro Systems. Pro Systems Audio, one of Philadelphia's finest audio, video, and lighting contracting firms. By Walgreens, at the corner of happy and healthy. And by the Judge Group and Judge Unified Communications, designing, developing, deploying, and managing advanced technologies for clients across the globe.
Scott, he do a great job for us, whether it be, the steak meat, the lobster, everything is our own brand. It's a testimonial to Foods Galore.
Service is what's made our company. Loyalty, reliability, honesty. Your growth was one of the main reasons why I evolved in the business.
People look at Chicken and Pizza as a success story, but it's actually your success story. It works just like a marriage, because I still have my wife and I still have you.
Which car brand has the most repeat buyers? Hyundai. And which midsize sedan has both more horsepower and interior room? The Sonata. All of which leaves the rest wanting. The value of the Sonata. The power of America's best warranty. Hurry to your Hyundai dealer today and test drive the Sonata to get 0% APR for 72 months or up to $5,000 total savings. Act fast. These limited time offers end June 30th.
Woohoo! Ready for a little fun? You could scratch your way to instant winning. Play the Pennsylvania Lottery's new instant game, $1,000 Frenzy, with 8 top prizes of $300,000. It's kind of fun to make a splash. Keep on scratching.
Here's the Colonial Marble rock-solid player of the game.
Welcome back to Soul Insider. Joining us now is Soul wide receiver Ryan McDaniel. Ryan, thanks for joining us.
No problem. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, and I appreciate you being the guest here because it was a pretty tough loss that you guys were outscored 22-0 in the fourth quarter in the loss to the Soul. What was kind of going on, just offensively speaking, from your perspective against the Storm?
It's hard to say. I've watched the film one time, and that's it. Really, we just weren't we weren't in a rhythm. We weren't connecting. Tampa they played pretty good defense. I mean, really can't tell you much.
Can you take me through, I know it was kind of the last play as time expired between you and Dan. Can you kind of take me through what happened on that last play?
Yeah, I mean, we knew they were going to come down and press across the board. And from there, I just had to make a decision and go one way or another. I took an inside release. I beat him clean. Dan threw a great ball, and then it's just on me to make the catch, and it didn't happen. So.
You guys have had a problem that you've been pretty good at home, but on the road, I think you're 1-6 or 1-5 on the road. What's been the biggest problem, do you think, in your mind, of just the troubles you've had on the road?
It's hard to put a finger on it. Last year, it was sort of the opposite. All we need to do is we just really need to catch fire, start winning, and winning's losing's just as contagious as winning. So we just need to get on a roll.
And you got Pittsburgh coming in this week, obviously at 9-3. They've been playing really well. What do you guys have to do to stop them?
We just got to go out there and play soul football. Practice hard during the week, and then take that into the game and just play our game. I think we need to loosen up and just play. Go out there and have fun and just play soul football.
You missed a couple games with the calf strain. You looked at it, 10 catches for 100 yards, 9 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Is that all completely healed?
My calf?
Yeah.
I would say so. I hope so. It's hard to tell. It's pretty much going to stay with me the whole season until the off season when I just really get off of it. But we got a great training staff, so they'll take care of it.
So you're not going to be able to perform in the pregame, Zumba class that's taking place?
No, I wasn't.
You're going to save that all for the game.
Right.
All right. I want to thank Ryan McDaniel for being our guest here on Soul Insider. Ryan, thanks for joining us.
All right. Thank you.
And I want to welcome in Wayne Tribute, offensive lineman for the Soul. Wayne, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
And I love, as a fellow Temple alum, you were a Temple alum and you were recruited by?
None other than Al Golden.
Was it great to be a part of that at Temple, kind of the resurgence of the program?
Yeah, those were the golden years. We turned the program around a little bit, started winning, having fun. So.
Well, it was as a Temple alum, we enjoyed it during those years. Hopefully, it's going to be coming back now. Now, explain on the game against Tampa. Can you kind of explain what happened a little bit with the offensive line? I know Dan. There were a couple of sacks on him. Was there just some little bit of struggles with what Tampa was giving you?
I guess there's little things here and there. They just got the better of us. I mean, I don't know. I guess you can't win every rep, but.
Now, as you are an offensive lineman, but you have scored 2 touchdowns, I believe, this season. So which do you like to do better, blocking or scoring?
I don't know. I guess I've been blocking my whole life, so just throwing in a touchdown every once in a while makes it fun.
Is it kind of fun? Do you love when they call your number and you're going to get a chance?
Yeah, it's like every time, Dan calls the play, my eyes light up a little bit.
Gets a little exciting. All right, you got Pittsburgh coming up, big division rival. They're at 9-3. What do you guys have to do to get a win against Pittsburgh?
We just have to play a complete game, all 3 phases with offense, defense, and special teams. But we should be good.
All right, awesome. Well, Wayne, I appreciate it. Good luck to you guys against Pittsburgh this weekend, and we'll talk to you down the road. Thanks a lot, Wayne.
Thank you.
So return to the Wells Fargo Center this Saturday at 6:05 p.m. as the Soul take on the Pittsburgh Power. Get your family 4-pack now. That's 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, 4 sodas, 4 popcorns for as low as $68. Call 888-789-SOUL or go to PhiladelphiaSoul.com. After the break, we'll hear from Vinny the Crumb with Vinny's Crumbs when we return to the Soul Insider, presented by Foods Galore.
How can the Judge Group help your business? By providing you with effective business technology solutions. By recruiting the finest personnel to meet your unique business needs. By providing corporate training, learning, and performance support solutions. And unified communications, voice and video system design and engineering. With over 30 offices in the U.S., Canada, and Asia, the Judge Group, a global leader in professional services since 1970.
No one else can do what Colonial Marble and Granite can do. We've revolutionized the way you buy your granite countertops. Colonial Marble and Granite, the nation's leading granite countertop fabricator. Visit our King of Prussia showroom today and see how easy, beautiful, and affordable your countertops can be. Professional, courteous service, unbeatable prices, just $19.99 installed. No one else can beat Colonial Marble and Granite. Visit us online at colonialmarble.net.
Which car brand has the most repeat buyers? Hyundai. And which midsize sedan has both more horsepower and interior room? The Sonata. All of which leaves the rest wanting. The value of the Sonata. The power of America's best warranty. Hurry to your Hyundai dealer today and test drive the Sonata to get 0% APR for 72 months or up to $5,000 total savings. Act fast. These limited time offers end June 30th.
Hi, I'm Tony Mitchell, Brinker Simpson & Company, Certified Public Accountants. We offer comprehensive financial compliance and tax services. As Philadelphia's leading tax and advisory firm, we let our clients say it best.
Tony and his team at Brinker Simpson provided the expertise of a large accounting firm, but didn't forget their small business roots.
Brinker Simpson has a clear business vision that looks beyond spreadsheets and numbers and sees opportunities.
At Brinker Simpson, firm relationships build success.
And now, the Stop Pain Stop of the Game.
Things were looking well for the Soul, as you could see right there in the second quarter. Did not turn out quite so well for them, which brings me to the Triple Crown. Now, full disclosure, I am not a horse racing expert, and neither are most of those who tuned in Saturday for the Belmont Stakes for the chance to possibly witness the first Triple Crown in 36 years. I'm one of those casual fans. I only really watch the Kentucky, Preakness, and the Belmont, much like those fans who only tune into the Super Bowl. So I'm not going to discuss the merits of whether California Chrome's co-owner Steve Coburn was right in his post-race comments. What I will say about his comments after California Chrome finished fourth in the Belmont, they were awesome. I had a house full of people tune in for the Belmont, and they were as entertained by Coburn's comments as we were by the race, though most of us kind of knew as the horses made that final turn that California Chrome just didn't have it. I'm a sports talk show host, and I hate when you get the same old rote responses after a game. We did our best, the best team won, blah, 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 blah. I don't even play them in my updates. This was sore loserasm as its finest, lashing out at a system that had the winner tonalist missing the first two races of the Triple Crown, a system Coburn was fully aware of prior to. Referring to the opposition as cowards, that just doesn't happen often enough. One of the comments I read was, if Coburn had made his comments prior to the race, it would have been him making a fair point about horses having to run in all three races. Grow up. People are human. I imagine at that moment, with the Triple Crown so tantalizingly close, only to have it slip away, Coburn's emotion were raw. Try having a mic stuck in your face after a crushing loss. And unless you're used to it and you're slick and your media savvy, none of which I believe Coburn is, I pretty much imagine we'd all react the same exact way. Coburn acted like a horse's ass. Seems appropriate given the sport, and I enjoyed it tremendously. And speaking of a horse's ass, it's Vinny the Crumb with Vinny's Crumbs.
Yo, it's a Crumb, and here's what I think. Well, the Belmont Stakes with this weekend, and up to a couple of years ago, I thought that was a company from New York that sold good T-bones. But it's a horse race, and this California Chrome owner, Steve Coburn, was really ticked off, calling the other owners cowards and saying the same horses that run in the Derby and the Preakness should blah, blah, blah. Look, dude, your horse lost, okay? It's over, Wilford Brimley. It's okay. You're still a rich guy from the South whose biggest problem in life is what brush he's going to use to brush his horse. You unfair? How about you come out here and give this work thing a try, cuz? How about 6 a.m. on the truck tossing soda cases all day till 7 p for $12.50 an hour? Stand at the grill making burgers and dogs for 12 plus 7 days a week for $10 an hour. It's not fair, my horse didn't win. Please. The Triple Crown has been this way for decades. No one's going to change it just because the guy from the Quaker Oats commercial said so. So the Soul should also be eating their oatmeal this week as they face the 9-3 Pittsburgh Power this Saturday at the big joint. And we need to win this game as badly as this Coburn guy needs to stop talking. Go Soul. I'm Vita Crumb, baby. That's what I think.
Vinny, you are so full of it because if that was your horse that lost, you'd be blaming everybody from the race officials to the horse's mom to somebody who brushed the horse one time. That I've heard you whenever there's something called against the soul. You cry up in the booth when you announce it. That's what you do, Vinny, and you know it. You do it.
She didn't win. Give me a
He is Vinny the Crumb. Thank you, as always, Vinny, for joining us. I think, maybe. The Soul continue their push for the playoffs this Saturday at the Wells Fargo Center as Philadelphia takes on divisional rival Pittsburgh. Game starts at 6:05 p.m. Get your Soul mini pack now. 1 ticket for 3 games, a hot dog, soda, and popcorn for each game, and a bobblehead doll for just $89. Get your choice of a Soul Man or Tiger Jones bobblehead package options. Call 888-789-SOUL or go to PhiladelphiaSoul.com. After the break, we'll look ahead to the next Soul game and some closing thoughts and words from you, the fans, when we return to the Soul Insider, presented by Foods Galore.
Bradford White Water Heaters. American made, American owned, built to be the best. Why would you buy any other brand? Visit BradfordWhite.com to find a contractor near you.
Scott, he do a great job for us, whether it be, the steak meat, the lobster, everything is our own brand. It's a testimonial to Foods Galore.
Service is what's made our company. Loyalty, reliability, honesty. Your growth was one of the main reasons why I evolved in the business.
People look at Chicken and Pizza as a success story, but it's actually your success story. It works just like a marriage, because I still have my wife and I still have you.
Soul fans, here's your chance to win the ultimate tailgate prize package. The Soul and your neighborhood Walgreens has your chance to win. Every month, you can win a 50-inch flat-screen TV, Soul tailgate grill, table, chairs, and coolers. Plus, you and 10 of your friends get to go to a Soul game VIP style in an all-you-can-eat club box. Get to Walgreens now and visit the Soul Zone. A new winner is selected every month. Brought to you in part by Canada Dry, Smart Water, Good Health Natural, Utz, Red Bull, Stop Pain, Coca-Cola, and Peanut Chews. No purchase necessary. Please see website for complete rules and regulations.
It's the Hyundai Drive Your Way Drive of the Game.
Welcome back to Soul Insider. Now we're going to get a little viewer feedback from the fans. Ed Gladney wants to know, what are the main factors that have the team performing as a middle-of-the-pack team? Is it coaching, talent, mental breakdowns? Well, Ed, as always, it's a little bit of everything. Our guys need to play better. Our coaches need to coach better. And as a group, they need to stay mentally focused to finish games. The ability to finish games this season has not been acceptable, and they need to get that corrected immediately because there's only 6 games left in the regular season and to secure a playoff spot. And, of course, that's the sole goal. All right, John Hubaki asks, where is this season heading? Is there any chance we make the playoffs? Well, John, certainly there is a chance. Just need to get into the playoffs. And the Soul's confident that they have the ability to get back to the Arena Bowl. They just got to kind of put it all together. And right now, technically 1 game only behind Tampa Bay. Same record, but of course now they've got the tiebreaker by beating us twice. Soul have 4 of their last 6 games at home, and they need to take advantage of the home field advantage like they have and finish on the road. All right, Keith Whitby asks, if you could take 1 player from the Soul for the Eagles, who would it be? Well, Keith, that's a great question. While there are obviously many players on the Eagles that we'd love to have on the Soul, most intriguing guy, there's no question, it is LaShawn McCoy. We don't have a traditional tailback position in the AFL, but LaShawn, he's got great hands. It would be dynamic to be given the opportunity to go in forward motion before the snap, and his shiftiness would be great once he got the ball in his hands. And I want to welcome in Soul General Manager Tom Goodhines. Tom, welcome to the show.
great to be here, Rhea.
Now, Tom, off that last question, you wouldn't mind having Shady McCoy on the Philadelphia Soul?
I think we'd find a spot for him somewhere.
I think you just might find a spot for him.
Yeah, I think we will.
All right, Tom, you got a big game this weekend. You've got the Pittsburgh Power coming in. They're 9-3. You guys are 6-6. Mm-hmm. How critical is this game to you guys?
Well, not only with the Keystone collision with Pittsburgh, an interstate rival for us, but we need to stay in that playoff hunt and keep things going. I mean, they're obviously one of the top teams on our side in our American Conference. So, we're going to have to step up and play. Ron James has got that team playing very well.
All right, now you've also got something very interesting going on. It's going to be a little bit before the Pittsburgh game on Saturday at the Wells Fargo Center.
Yo, hands up! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Those hips, roll your body. Work those hips, roll your body. Work those hips, roll your body. Work those hips, hips, hips. Roll, work, roll, work, roll, work, roll, work, work. Yeah, ladies, yeah! It's time to work, work. If you didn't come to sweat, what? You need to leave right now. Get out! But ladies, if you want to work it out,
you guys are trying to do like the largest Zumba class ever. Can you just kind of give us a little information about what's going to happen?
Sure. They'll be doing the pre-registration for the event at the H-Lot at the Wells Fargo Center, and that'll be at 2:30. And the actual event itself will be at 3:30 to try to promote this activity. And we were trying to recruit you to be one of the head instructors here, so I'll keep making that pitch to see if we can get it done.
I don't think you want me. Now, I will tell you this. My brother has taken a Zumba class, and he did it strictly to check out girls.
Well, I mean, with that prerequisite and that information, I think you're qualified. So we'll have to just bring you in. Just bring you right in.
He said it was. He enjoyed the class and he plans on taking a lot more. So all right. So they can they register online, or they have to come down and register on site?
Yeah, we encourage them to come down on site and actually do it at 2:30, and it'll be a great event. The instructors will also perform at halftime. So it'll be a great activity.
All right, be a great activity leading into the game. Tom, I want to thank you for joining us as always, and good luck this weekend. The Soul do, as we mentioned, return to the Wells Fargo Center on Saturday, June 14th at 6:05 as the Soul battle in-state and division rival, the Pittsburgh Power, as the Soul continue their playoff push. It's also Zumba night. First 3,000 fans receive a Soul water bottle. Find out how you can be a part of Philadelphia's largest Zumba class by calling 888-789-SOUL or go to philadelphiasoul.com. Thanks again for joining us on this week's edition of Soul Insider, presented by Foods Galore.
The Soul Insider, presented by Foods Galore, is sponsored by Pro Systems Audio, one of Philadelphia's finest audio, video, and lighting contracting firms. By Walgreens, at the corner of happy and healthy. And by the Judge Group and Judge Unified Communications, designing, developing, deploying, and managing advanced technologies for clients across the globe.